It's okay not to whisper about wheelchairs. My name's Emily. I'm a school occupational therapist. Let's talk a little bit more about raising inclusive kids. As a school occupational therapist, I work with a lot of kids who have disabilities that are apparent to the child's peers, things like using a wheelchair to get around. And every year at the beginning of the school year, I encounter situations where children don't know how to navigate the topic of disability, and so they avoid their friend in the wheelchair, not because they're mean or because they want to exclude their friend, but because they've been taught that disabilities are taboo or that they should feel sad for their friend in the wheelchair. Thankfully, as parents, there are a couple things we can start doing to start building an inclusive culture for our kids. So firstly, we can start reading books that include characters with disabilities. Children are naturally curious, and so when your child points to the wheelchair in a picture and asks about it, you present it as something neutral. Yes, some people use a wheelchair to get around, and some people walk to get around. What we want to make sure we don't do in those situations is present it as something sad. Yeah, he has to use a wheelchair. We want to present it as simply how they get around. And similarly, when your child sees someone who's using a wheelchair out in public, you don't want to treat them like it's something to be whispered about. Children are naturally curious, and that's okay. If they point and say, "What's that?" it's okay to say, some people use a wheelchair to get around and some people walk to get around. Isn't it cool that they can use a wheelchair? Instead of teaching your kid that disabilities are something that we can't talk about in public by saying something like, "We'll talk about that on the way home," it's okay to teach your child that people take up space in the world in a lot of different ways, and it's cool.